UFC 314 Volkanovski vs. Lopes took place Saturday, April 12th from the Casella Center in Miami, Florida. There will be fireworks when number 1 ranked UFC featherweight and former champion Alexander Volkanovski meets number 3 ranked contender Diego Lopes in a battle for gold in a thrilling main event bout. Let's talk Volkanovski vs. Lopes. Diego Lopes, 26-6, fighting out of Mexico by the way of Brazil, looks to finish Volkanovski in an unforgettable fashion. Lopes brings in a tough fighting spirit and specializes with his dominant grappling game, but he's not scared to throw his heavy hands and get into a good old-fashioned scrap. But on the other side of the octagon, you have the former UFC featherweight champion and number 1 ranked UFC featherweight contender, Alexander the Great Volkanovski, 26-4, fighting out of Australia, and looks for another dominant performance against Lopes to kick off another incredible title reign. The former professional rugby player brings in impressive footwork, incredible endurance, and a gunslinging stand-up attack that has left his opponents on the raw end and looks to do the same again tonight with Lopes. Tonight's betting odds have Volkanovski coming in at a -145 favorite, and Lopes comes in at a +120 small dog. Alright, here's how it went down. Volkanovski came out early with a lot of movement and striking from different angles, understanding the power of Lopes. But in round 1, they had a heated exchange, and Volk sent Lopes backwards a few times in the round and put him down, but he recovered quickly. Volkanovski's striking looked sharp, and he mixed up his attacks all night, keeping Lopes on his toes. But in round 2, Lopes landed a shot that pulled Volk down, but Volk also showed his veteran prowess and recovered nicely. In round 4, Volkanovski took a wicked uppercut from Lopes that sent him backwards, but Volk fired back. The real story of the night was the chin of Lopes and the game plan of Volkanovski. He showed off a high fight IQ, mitigating his risk, and carefully executed a world-class game plan for the win. Alexander Volkanovski defeats Diego Lopes by unanimous decision and is now the new UFC featherweight champion. Alright, here's my final thoughts. Volkanovski is one of the most dominant featherweight fighters in UFC history, and many considered him the pound for pound great for many years, but he has dropped 3 of his last 4 fights. But let's keep in mind, his first loss was to number 1 ranked pound for pound Islam Makhachev, up a weight class, and a lot of people thought he won that fight. Then he lost to Makhachev again, followed by a loss to Ilia Topuria. Keep in mind, those are 2 of the most dominant fighters in the sport. But tonight there was a lot of questions that needed to be answered, with Volk on a small skid and the streaking Lopes facing his biggest challenge yet, and would the moment be too big for him? Well, we have our answer. Volkanovski once again showed off a masterclass game plan along with his very high fight IQ. All night he was just one step ahead of the very tough Lopes. Lopes at times looked a little frustrated not being able to land that big knockout blow, and Volkanovski showed off all of his weapons tonight and showed the world why he is once again the UFC featherweight champion. I have to say again that Lopes has a granite chin. He literally walked through some powerful punches of Volkanovski, but the night belongs to Alexander the Great.
I could have done a lot more. I could have done more, but I just wouldn't pull the trigger as much as I'd like, even though there was shots where I could just, stick out a jab and it was right there. I could have done probably a lot more. So I'm my hardest critic. I'll watch it back, and then we'll see. But obviously, everyone going to count you out. Is he done? Obviously I took some shots as well, so I didn't go lights out. So that's good. A lot of people probably thinking that's what would have happened. So I guess I'm glad I got to feel that and bounce back from a bit of adversity.
Guys, let me know in the comments what you thought about Volkanovski's performance tonight, and let us know who you think he should fight next. Just want to give a big shout out to all of our loyal fans. We love you guys. Don't forget to smash that like button. This is Jake Hattan with MMA Weekly's The Lowdown Breakdown. See you next time.